And we're back in Cambodia once again as we return to Phnom Penh for the 12th ASEAN Para Games, just 2 weeks after closing the 32nd SEA Games. Join me, Kelly Latimer, as we follow our athletes across 6 different sports over the next week. And today, we'll be shining the spotlight on athletics and para-powerlifting. But the first order of business is a sport which net us 8 medals at the last ASEAN Para Games in Solo, Indonesia. And our swimmers were off to a fine start in the pool, with the Soon siblings making their mark yet again. The first day of the swimming competition saw 9 athletes from Team Singapore in action, including a pair of siblings striking gold. In the men's 100-meter breaststroke SB13 final, Singapore was represented by Colin Soon in lane 4 and Wong Zhiwei in lane 6. Soon was the quickest off the blocks and maintained his lead from start to finish to win Singapore's first gold medal at these games with a time of 1 minute 13.71 seconds. Wong narrowly missed out on a silver, finishing just behind Indonesia's Marinus Yawe with a time of 1 minute 17.41 seconds to take bronze.
Honestly, my performance today was a bit of a surprise. To be completely honest, I wasn't that confident going in, but at the end I just trusted myself, trusted the practice that I've been doing with my coach and myself, and the results were fantastic.
Singapore's second gold medal of the day came from Sophie Soon, taking part in the women's 100-meter breaststroke SB13 category. Her lone competitor in the event was Indonesia's Frestania Kayla Amir. Soon led from start to finish and won with a time of 1 minute 29.78 seconds.
Honestly, I think I really could have done better in it, but I think that goes for most racers, saying that we can always find ways to improve, and I think that's a good feeling to know that there's always room to do better. Of course, I was hoping to make the meet record, but unfortunately, I didn't make it this time. But of course, still, I'm very ecstatic to bring home the gold for my country.
There was further joy for Singapore in the timed final of the men's 100-meter freestyle S7 event. To Wei Sung, swimming in lane 4, was quickest off the blocks, and he stormed home in a new Games record time of 1 minute 4.97 seconds, ahead of Ernie Gawilan from the Philippines and Quang Tho Han of Vietnam, who took silver and bronze respectively.
When I made that statement of trying to get all 5 golds for my 5 events, that was my way of challenging myself, and that has actually been a source of exhilaration in this meet, to try and make that dream a reality in real time, to make history in real time. And it's fun. And I'm very grateful for being able to have this privilege.
In the men's 100-meter breaststroke SB14 final, Singapore was represented by Darren Chan and Han Liang Cho. Chan, swimming in lane 2, finished third with a time of 1 minute 18.82 seconds to win bronze. Malaysia and the Philippines took gold and silver respectively. Han, meanwhile, finished in 7th position overall with a time of 1 minute 22.82 seconds. In the men's 400-meter freestyle S7 timed finals, Singapore was represented by To Wei Sung, swimming in lane 5. He got off to a good start, but soon found himself chasing Ernie Gawilan from the Philippines, who eventually took gold with a time of 4 minutes 58.78 seconds. To had to settle for silver with a time of 5 minutes 16.84 seconds, with Vietnam's Quang Toi Han taking bronze. In the women's 50-meter backstroke S14 final, Singapore was represented by Danielle Moy, swimming in lane 5. She finished in 2nd position with a time of 36.20 seconds, with Indonesia and Thailand taking gold and bronze respectively.
Actually, I was honestly looking just to get well performance. Backstroke is not my main event. It's just so mainly my good performance, performing well to make Singapore proud. But bonus-wise, it came with a PB, which is exciting. Yes.
Janelle Tong represented Singapore in the women's 400-meter freestyle S10 timed final. The 15-year-old, who won a silver medal at the Para Games in solo last year, finished in second place again this morning with a time of 6 minutes 30.13 seconds, with Thailand and Vietnam taking gold and bronze respectively. Tong also featured in the women's 100-meter freestyle S10 category. She finished third in that event with a time of 1 minute 30.26 seconds to take bronze. Thailand and Vietnam took gold and silver respectively.
I think it was a pretty good race, but I also feel that every race has its own room for improvement. So I'm definitely looking into the areas that I need to improve on and hopefully come back stronger.
Incredible. So young and already making waves. Well, our swimmers definitely off to a solid start in the pool, but the action is only just heating up. Javelin bronze medalist from last year, Mohammed Deroy Nordin, is set to fly the flag once again for Team Singapore as he takes part in athletics. We've got all of that action coming your way in just a moment. But first, it's over to some women who make me feel like I should maybe hit the gym a little more often. Noraini Yazli made history in 2017 as the first woman to represent Singapore in powerlifting. After a 6-year break from the Para Games, Aini was back and ready to showcase her strength in the finals in the up to 50-kilogram weight class. There were medals for best lift and total lift categories. Aini performed a good lift in her first attempt at 75 kilograms, giving her an early lead as Roseanne of the Philippines only managed to lift 45 kilos. However, the bar was raised as Kamalpan Kratrapet of Thailand had a good lift of 85 kilograms and Tang Thi Lin of Vietnam upped it with a clean lift of 91 kilos. This meant that Aini dropped to third position on the leaderboard. For her second attempt, Aini attempted 80 kilograms, 1 kilo short of her personal best, but she faltered and failed the try. However, in her third and final attempt, Aini showed good form and determination to clear a good lift of 80 kilograms. Her counterparts raised their weights even further. Komalpan Karapet cleared 90 kilograms in her second attempt to clinch silver for her best lift and silver for a total lift of 175 kilograms. Tang Thi Lin broke the ASEAN Para Games record of 102 kilograms in her last attempt to secure gold for best lift and gold as well for a total lift of 286 kilos. Noraini won 2 bronzes for her best lift of 80 kilograms and total lift of 155 kilograms.
I think coming to the games, we set a few expectations for myself personally. My coach told me before the games that, just give my best. So winning the bronze medal is really a nice cherry on top.
Athletics kicked off today at the Morodok Teko Stadium with our very own javelin thrower, Mohammed Deroy Nordin, representing Singapore in the F40, F41 category. Deroy was in a field with 3 other throwers from Vietnam and Indonesia. In this event, athletes have 6 throws each, with the best throw determining the medalists. Deroy's first 2 tries were unsatisfactory, which led to a short motivational talk from his coach Mohammed Hosni. His third attempt resulted in a distance of 23.97 meters, 3 meters short from his previous outing in solo. At this point, he was in third position. Tran Vang Nguyen of Vietnam set the tone with his first attempt, a giant distance of 32.90 meters. After all 6 tries, this would eventually clinch him the gold medal. Anshari Sugyan Noor's 4th throw of 32.44 meters secured him the silver. Sholahuddin Al-Ayubi eventually attained 26.70 meters on his 4th try to overtake Deroy and win the bronze medal. It was a disappointing result for Deroy, but nonetheless, he looks set to bounce back in his upcoming events.
I feel a bit sad because I didn't do very well for my javelin. I will try harder to better at my javelin. Give it all for my discus tomorrow, and then after that I start to focus my main event for short put.
In the final of the men's 100-meter T13 category, Singapore was represented by James Ang. This is a category for participants with visual impairment. Ang, running in lane 7, didn't have the best of starts. But from the 30-metre mark onwards, he powered his way into 4th position, finishing with a time of 11.61 seconds, just 0.13 seconds behind Laos Bunphet Thipthida, who won bronze. Muammar Habibila of Indonesia took the silver, while Thailand's Jacqueline Damuni clinched gold in 10.95 seconds.
I think it was a decent run, just about shy of my personal best. The first few steps were really good in my mind. I think I got a bit excited. I feel like I popped up a bit instead of driving forward. So a bit of a learning point there, I guess. But I'm looking forward to the next 2 runs. So this is not my main event. My main events are the 200 and 400, which are coming up the next 2-3 days. So let's hope that that goes in my favor, and I'm excited to go forward.
So at the end of day 1, let's take a look at the medal tally. Well, that's a great start for Team Singapore at the 12th edition of these games. Congratulations to each and every single one of our athletes for the start of competition. And make sure you join us again tomorrow. We've got more action coming your way from the pool and the track. But for now, we sign off from Phnom Penh. I'm Kelly Latimer. I'll see you again tomorrow.